Hey guys. So I decided to go live. We'll see if anyone's around and anyone wants to join me. I haven't been live for many years, maybe since 2016, 17. So my name is Blair. I'm known as the Love Guru. I'm a spiritual teacher, an intuitive heart healer, a psychic, medium, dating and relationship expert, a marriage and family therapist. And man, it's been very interesting times that we're going through right now. A lot of people are very confused and lost in the matrix. Welcome. I see some people are joining. Let me know where you're from, and let me know if you're one of my subscribers or you just like randomly found this. So yeah, say hi. Let me know where you're from. And let me know if you're one of my subscribers or if you're someone that just found me. So, okay. I haven't done this in a little bit. A lot of it feels weird. All right. So yeah, a lot of people are really lost in the matrix right now. A lot of people are having a lot of issues come up in their lives in many areas and facets of their lives: career, family, health, relationships, their relationship to themselves, their relationship to spirituality, issues with money, issues with housing, just like everything all at once piling onto them. And this is the awakening that we have been talking about, that we've been knowing about for such a long time. Now we're actually seeing it, which I don't know. I mean, if you're one of the people who has been awake for a while, are you actually noticing the signs of awakening within other people? Are you noticing people around you becoming more conscious? Are you noticing people around you that you're able to speak to them about certain concepts that you would never mention to someone previously? People are able to hear these things now. They're able to see you. They're able to hear you. It's incredible. I never consciously censored myself. Well, maybe a little bit through the years, but now anything that comes to my mind when I'm with somebody, no matter how deep or intense it is or out there, I say it. And sometimes I can feel it like bouncing off of them. It's not getting into them. Or sometimes I have to say it to somebody a few times in order for it to register, because I can feel when something's sinking in with somebody. But I just say anything. I say anything. And I'm having the experience, and I've had this started almost 10 years ago, that I would be around town doing things and people would be recognizing me as in my soul. But now it's happening more so that I can see how people are looking at me like there's something that they are recognizing. There's like a soul recognition. And again, if you're one of the awake people, if you've been on this spiritual path for a while, healing yourself, are you experiencing that too? Are you noticing that as well? It's really interesting. It's a great feeling, to be stepping more into your power and to be recognized for who you truly are, for your soul. So I think that that's really cool. A lot of us are being called into our positions, into our missions. It is time. Many of us have been on this path, this healing path, for like 20 plus years. I've been on this for like 20 plus years, just grinding, clearing the things that I always talk to you guys about: my mental, emotional, and childhood wounds, and all the ways I've been programmed. And what's been going on for the last like month or two, like there's just been intense shedding of like just tons of stuff that you don't even realize that you still have in certain areas of your life, that you're like, oh, that was incorrect. Okay, I released it. And it's like so easy just to like release these things. and to step into like, again, like higher and higher versions of yourself. And what I always find interesting, or what's been like a theme for me lately, has been like, who's able to step up to those higher levels with me? Who's able to heal and grow and ascend at the fast rate that I do? And I don't know, again, let me know in the comments section, or those of you guys who are here with me. Let me know if you are, again, if you've been awake for a while, and if you're noticing on how quickly you are shifting, like how things move so fast. I mean, how you clear through things in minutes that used to take days, weeks, months, years to clear through. They're just clearing within like a few seconds. Like something will come up, I'll realize it, it's gone. It's gone. It doesn't matter. And then you're every time that happens, you heal a part of yourself, your soul grows. You become greater in power. Your strength, magnifies. And it's an intoxicating feeling, to keep feeling more of your true soul come into your body, into your energy field, to have more command and, again, just power, soul power. To step more and more into mastery. It's a fantastic feeling. I mean, it's addictive. I was thinking, like, that's my addiction. My addiction is becoming more and more of my higher self. I love it. Even though it's very painful at times, most of the time. Releasing stuff, releasing people, releasing situations. You always become a greater version of yourself. You always step into more power, and that shit's intoxicating. Oh my God, it's the best feeling. To be able to feel more of your soul, it's incredible. So let's talk about the people. Let's go back to talking about the people that are lost in the matrix. These are people who are youngins on their path. They're just getting a mass like beating, like a beat down. They're getting a mass beat down now because they're having lots of eruptions in all areas of their lives. They don't know how to handle it. Many of them are going deeper into their addictions, deeper into their distractions, deeper into drinking, smoking, vaping, getting high in various forms, maybe porn, maybe gambling, maybe distracting yourself with people around you, constantly going out, unable to sit with yourself, unable to just sit in silence, tons of anxiety, tons of fears coming up, not knowing how to handle it, keeping yourself busy, busy, busy. Maybe it's a situation where you're always like having to be around people, even if you're doing like maybe a healthy activity, like hiking, being out in nature, going to the gym. It's the constant distraction, the constant moving, the constant distraction, the inability to just plant yourself, sit, feel, breathe, cry, just feel that whatever that energy is coming up within you, unable to sit with it, unable, maybe eating nonstop, maybe eating crap food, maybe just eating comfort food, whatever it is. A lot of that's going on. Why? They don't have the tools to handle it. We all have those things going on with us. Some of this stuff had been really intense for me, and I see how I am going into the distractions. I see how I go to grab, I would say my phone, but I don't have a phone. I use an iPod. But I'll see how I go distract myself to go put myself onto like YouTube is my distraction. Oh, let me go watch another video about this. Let me go learn. That's my distraction. I go into learning, back into the mind rather than the feeling, out of the body, out of the heart, into the mind, into the analyzing. That's how we have been trained and programmed and indoctrinated and brainwashed to be. Analyze, logical, do something, distract yourself by the outside world. No, go in. I notice when I go into unconsciousness when I'm distracting myself, but then I'm always like, later on, I'll be like, Blair, it's really important for you to sit with these emotions because you're loving how you're clearing all these things. So the next time that comes up, you better stop yourself. You're not picking up that iPod to go watch another, like, whatever, video that you really don't need. All our answers are from within. We have it all encoded within us. And the desire is to get out that gunk from our woundedness, from our trauma, the childhood trauma, the lifetime trauma. We all have it. When people don't admit to you that they have trauma, or they say, just get over it, don't let the past affect you, blah, blah, blah. They do not understand how it works here. There's not, first off, don't get guidance from people who are behind you on your path. If you've done tons of work on yourself, and then these people who are, you're here and they're all the way over here. And I know spiritual people hate the ego thing. They think it's an ego thing, that you're like, oh, I'm here and you're all the way down here. No, that is truth. If you've been on this path, you've actually been working on yourself, not just, hey, I'm doing spirituality, but like you've been working with healers, and you've been working with teachers, you've been working with coaches, and I would say therapists, but you guys know I don't really think so fondly of therapists, because a lot of them haven't done the deep work that is needed. They're in the mind. That is how the Matrix trains you to be. So of course they pump out a lot of practitioners that all have to do with Matrix teachings. I've had a lot of clients that have been therapists, and I take them much deeper into actually healing themselves. It's a feeling process. It's a deeper thing of clearing out that gunk that you have. So yeah, there is a hierarchy. There are people who are OG healers and teachers that have walked this path for a while, who have had mentors that are amazing healers and teachers that have walked with them, that have guided them, that have checked them every step of the way. Because if you're just working with yourself, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know where your blind spots are. You don't know where you're tripping yourself up. You don't know how to walk through the anxiety and the fear. It's too scary. You don't know how to do it. You're in uncharted territory. So you need someone holding your hand and walking you through that, because you're in complete unknown. Then what happens is you get to a certain level and you're used to being constantly in the unknown. You're used to constantly letting go and stepping into the unknown paths. So again, let me go back to those who are lost in the Matrix. They're having a lot of things happen in their life. They're getting pounded left and right. Love life, family, career. They're not able to speak up. They're not able to share their needs. They're not able to take care of themselves. They have no idea how to take care of themselves. They don't know anything. They're new on their path. It's not bad. We're all new on our path at a certain extent. And also, every time you go to new levels, you're new on your path. Every day I'm new on my path. Every day I'm learning something new. Okay, how are we navigating the Matrix better? But you become like this gymnast that you're like, okay, and I just did a flip and I did a twirl and now, ta-da, here I am again. And you learn how to be resilient. You learn how to ride the wave, get pounded out, lost in sea. You get pounded, pounded, pounded. You learn how to rise back up. There becomes a deeper trust within you that you know that your soul's going to help you rise. You know the tools to use. You have certain spiritual practices that ground you every day back into your awareness, back into being grounded, back into being here and now, rather than lost. So that's what's going on. We're seeing the awakening. We're seeing all these young souls who are lost in the Matrix. That's it. You observe. There's nothing for you to do. They don't need your help. If they ask you for your help, different story. Different story. Hey, all the resources are here. I have all my resources. I have been documenting my journey for the last 20 years. For the last 20 years, I have been documenting my journey and turning them into my books. The message from spirit, from soul, was very strong to do that. Most of my books are not even out now. I have probably 8 books that are on standby that need to be edited. I need to look through them. It's not time for them to be out yet. I already have 4 books out. There's plenty for people to read, to go through, to heal through. But people try, they have that ego. There's I can do it on my own. I don't need to ask for help. And that's fine. I have that riding in me also, but I've also have asked for a lot of help over the years. So again, it's a journey. It's a path that people are on. You get pounded, pounded, pounded. Your ego gets beaten down. Then you're like, hey, I could use some help. Let me get some guidance. Let me look for help. Where are the answers? Then you're moving into that. Then you're like, hey, the next step is like, I'm going to start learning some lessons here. I'm going to grow my soul. So I'm going to keep this video short. Let me know what you're observing, what you're experiencing. Are you being pounded out right now? I'm not talking about a sexual connotation with that. Are you being pounded out by your soul, by spirit? Or are you on a different level that you're stepping into higher levels of mastery, stepping into higher levels of accepting in your higher self, gaining more power, gaining more mastery, like really fucking rocking it out? Personally, my life is pretty calm. I have one area of my life that's a bit sort of bumpy at times. I'm crying a lot about it and I'm releasing a lot of stuff. It's a lot of healing, but my life is good. Famous last words. But I've learned how to be resilient. I've learned how to, again, keep myself in this peaceful state. That is a testament to the growth and the healing I've done over the many years. And also, I was being pounded out when I first moved to Pennsylvania. I'm just laughing at the whole pounded out thing. But I mean, those of you guys who have been watching my journey on this channel for a while, you know, I mean, you don't even know half of it. I've written books about it. They're not out yet. But around 5 months into my experience of being in Pennsylvania, spirit, soul was going fucking buck wild and putting me through tons of shit. But it was also a very magical time. I was getting a lot of insights about how the matrix works, how this game plays, how to play it, how to step into mastery with that. It was a very magical and guided time also, even though it was fucking crazy and I was maybe having breakdowns like every day. All right. Loveguru.net, thealiennetwork.com. Bye-bye.